Once a vehicle is moving, the primary regulator valve needs to reduce line pressure to assist smooth gear shifting and fuel economy. Modulator valve pressure is directed to the end of the valve opposite to the regulating spring. The modulator valve assembly is in two sections: a modulator valve and a modulator plug and spring. The modulator valve operates by throttle pressure, but is also subject to governor pressure, so its output responds to accelerator position and vehicle speed. Throttle pressure directed to the modulator valve moves the valve up and forces the plug down against the compression of the spring. Separating the valve from the plug re-regulates the throttle pressure to modulator pressure. It is then directed to the end of the primary regulator valve opposite the spring. If the accelerator is fully depressed, high modulator pressure forces the primary regulator valve upward to oppose throttle pressure and spring pressure. This prevents excessive line pressure under stall conditions. Rising vehicle speed develops governor pressure, which is directed onto the large land area at the end of the modulator valve. When governor pressure overcomes throttle pressure, it forces the modulator valve down. That forces the modulator plug to bottom out. The modulator plug can then no longer reduce the incoming throttle pressure. Undiminished throttle pressure will now exist in the modulator circuit. The regulator valve is forced up, reducing line pressure for a smooth upshift. This reduction in line pressure is called the cutback point. Moving the modulator valve down allows throttle pressure to pass between the modulator valve lands. This passes into a circuit, returning to the smallest reaction area at the end of the throttle valve. This pressure acting through the orifice in the circuit helps move the throttle valve to the left against its regulating spring. This reduces the initial throttle valve pressure established in the throttle pressure circuit, and in turn further reduces line pressure.